Alright, welcome back. We are done with this screen. Got a financial report in 2 days. We are now here. Still no invite to the black market, of course. Let's heal up a bit.
I've got the financial report.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Now things are getting expensive. Let's go ahead and do it.
Sure thing.
Wow, 2 million.
Take a bit, but we'll get it done.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Alright. So let's try to get that 2 million back. This is a nice 2-star mission against the Tarians. Go straight for 844. What's the mission about again? Okay, yeah. We're gonna go all in on the money. Right now, I'm pretty happy with the mechs we have. The only thing that would be an upgrade now is to start getting assault mechs. In the campaign game, they're harder to find. You do eventually get to a mission where I think we're going to decrypt this doohickey, and it's going to take us to a planet where we're going to find like a storage facility that has these old assault mechs, you know, which are from the yesteryear, you know, times past.
Okay, let's do this.
Roger.
And again, we're going to charge up the middle. I'm sure they're going to come from the side. It's a 2-star mission. Hopefully we can handle a 2-star mission by now. Maybe head this way.
Sensors have something. Good to go. Got it.
Yeah, look, there's mechs everywhere. Oh, there's one right in... He decided to run right in the middle of all of us. There's another one.
What's up, boss?
There's one over there.
Waiting for the right move.
Alright, let's start with... I can go punch this one, so let's do that. Just like that, it's gone.
Hostile eliminated.
That's so beautiful.
Receiving you.
Kintaro, that's the one that the lady we're working for uses. They're a little on the rare side. They're not that great.
Yes, Commander.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to move in so we can have our bubble around everybody. There he is. Oh, look, it's a blackjack. Let's show how crumbly they are.
All weapons committed.
And of course we miss.
Commander. Orders? Giving us everything. Yep.
Well, they are crumbly, aren't they?
Give them everything you've got.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
Ready for orders. Confirmed.
Well, we got the leg.
Reporting critical hit. Reporting major armor loss. Standing by.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, so I can't.
On the move.
Ready for orders. Got it. Confirmed.
Oh, only 35%. Oh, there's another one.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
They've got a lock on me. Receiving you.
Commander.
I can't go up and melee him.
Reporting critical hit.
Yes, Commander.
Oh man, that's a tough choice.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Aye, aye. Move into position. I'm on it.
Oh wow, we destroyed an arm.
Nice. Got past his armor. Losing armor. Yes, Commander. Fire still on. Scored a critical hit.
Watch my six.
Yeah, gotta get my back turned around there.
I'm showing minor damage. They're getting the angle on.
They are getting the angle. I'm lucky that guy missed.
I'm here.
Alright, I gotta turn around. Let's use the forest to help us.
On my way.
Get some chevrons in us.
Yes, Commander. Locked on.
That thing is staying alive.
Standing by. Location confirmed.
I can finish him off. And I hate using this, but
Target eliminated.
so my issue is
Slight damage, Commander.
I'm on heat overload here.
Orders.
I can get him. Let's go get him.
Ugh.
Yeah. She's our beast.
Ready for orders. Engaging target. Scored a critical hit.
Another little dude.
Orders. On my way.
Those crabs, they're just so easy to take
One
down.
left target.
My biggest issue right now is my heat management.
Waiting for orders.
So, because I have heat management issues, we're just gonna go do that. %.
All weapons committed.
Receiving you.
I can do either one, but let's do the big guy first.
Moving out. Engaging.
Because we just... What a combo those two are. And he's out.
Ready for orders. Affirmative.
Yeah, too hot.
Sensors locked on. Standing by. Moving out. My way to hostile eliminated.
Orders.
This is not even funny.
Target's taken a critical hit.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
So we got increased by 20%, which was good. That put us over 1,000,000. Nice experience. And yeah, this we didn't have a choice. I mean, there was a lot of mechs, and we actually had a full crab we could have grabbed. None of these were fantastic, but some of these would have been 500,000. And so, arguably, I could have gotten my money some other way, but getting 1,000,000 back was good because we just spent 2,000,000 for the ship upgrade. Yep, there's the outpost castle. Alright, so this is that mission
Is cleared for
I
fire.
was just telling you about, where we are going to go and try to get a mech. The only thing that sucks is when we go there and we do the mission, it all goes foobar, and then the whole castle facility gets destroyed. Alright, let's do some more contracts though, get some of that money back. There's a lot of... And I'm just looking, like, these ones requires us to travel. I didn't even pay attention. Where's Mector? That would be back here, where there's a black market. Alright, we might do that. But let's do the ones that are here. So we need to transfer a prisoner, so this is going to be like a convoy escort. This one, pirates. That one, these guys are always tough. Yeah, we've been not caring about the Turians. And the good news is there's only 2 pirate ones here. Although that's the best paying one. Let's do the prisoner one. We can make them really hate us. But no, I want to go... Let's get max loot. We're $1,000,000. Let's do max loot. I am concerned with it being convoy. We probably aren't going to face anything super challenging here, but...
initiated.
Alright, so they need us to rush to there, it looks like. We can go right up this runway, or we can, yeah. Let's go ahead and get up on the hill, I guess.
Confirmed. Hostile on sensors. Copy that. Waiting for the shot. Aye, aye.
Man, there's mechs everywhere. 50 ton, 40 ton.
Got it.
These guys are the jump jet guys. That's another crab.
Affirmative.
Standing by. On my way. Target's taking a critical hit. Light damage, Commander.
I know there's one here, but he's a light. So we'll go ahead and move up.
All weapons committed.
There we go. Hit him twice.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Standing by.
Let's get in a bubble.
Roger. Think I hit something good. Give 'em
That was a good shot.
everything you got. Systems. Hold it. Waiting for orders.
Let's finish him off.
Launching in all weapons.
These archers are good.
Target eliminated.
Like, I'm very satisfied. There's only one or two assault mechs that are better. And they're going to be at the 100-ton variety. This thing where they're making me take on heat is not so good. But
What do you need?
I can now
Location confirmed. Time to get physical.
do that and get rid of some of the heat.
Tango down.
Receiving you. Heading out. Tango down.
As good as done. I can't believe I missed.
No damage detected.
Here comes more heat.
boss. Roger. Commander.
Oh, we miss. That's alright. Behemoth won't miss.
Ready for orders. Got it. Going weight into it.
I'm gonna melee this one.
Engaging physical attack.
Oh, I missed too.
No damage detected.
Good to go. Going full throttle. Yep.
Roger that. Ugh.
There he is.
Enemy down.
Now I gotta run and catch up. And there's more enemies.
Ready for orders.
All vehicles.
Acknowledged. Receiving you.
Orders.
Well, that'd be cool if I can get up on the hill.
Affirmative.
Full throttle.
Gotta bring the bubble up.
Orders.
Alright, looks like I can finally shoot one.
Acknowledged.
There we go.
Vehicle trashed. They've got a sensor lock on me. Double time. Let's go.
Yes, Commander. Going full speed.
Full throttle.
Yeah, I'm spending my whole mission just trying to catch up. That's not good. That's gotta be the SRM. So many missiles. LRM. Yeah, I guess if it was SRM, he would have been dead. Take out that nonsense.
Vehicle down. Standing by.
On the move. Firing full complement.
Good to see, good to see.
Vehicle trashed.
Ooh.
Damn it! I'm hit.
Oh, come on. I got the injury.
I'm taking internal damage.
Yes, Commander. Roger.
There we go.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
On my way.
Confirmed.
They sound like little trains.
Good to go. Heading out.
Well, there's a possibility one more group's gonna arrive. It'll be like, they'll get to here and then it'll say, you know, one more turn until they evacuate.
Copy that.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
Hold this position, Commander. The package will be on its way soon.
Yep.
Yeah. Ready for orders. All weapons, fire.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Just from experience, it's the easiest one to take out. Right?
Commander? Aye, aye.
There we go, both legs destroyed.
Tango down.
Good job. Objective secured.
Yes, Commander. All weapons
Ooh. That was a lot of damage. Those hunchbacks can
Can't
punch,
take much more of this.
but
Orders.
hunchbacks
Receiving it.
are one of the easiest to take down, too.
Putting my weight into it.
Waiting for orders. On my way.
All weapons committed.
I didn't think both would miss.
No damage detected.
You know what? I need to save this. This is the long mission. I don't want to have to
Warning,
reload.
major armor loss. Standing by. Copy that. One less target. What do you need?
Good to go.
Orders.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
So we're gonna get to take 5 pieces. Get a bunch of bonuses to our small amount of money. And yeah, there's a lot of pieces to choose from. Let's look at the... Nothing special in the weapons department. There's one nice medium laser. But we're gonna focus here. So we got a 55 ton. A 50 ton. Another 50 ton. And yeah, I can take a blackjack. And another blackjack. And we ended up getting a few more pieces.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting. That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Okay. Obviously we need to get you repaired. This was not a blackjack we had. This is a different type. Still just as weak, but we're gonna go ahead and store him. And then the crab, they look cool. They're really energy things, and I mean, it does show a high heat efficiency, and the different mechs do have different like there's nothing you can do to increase the movement points. It just has good movement. You know, it's that kind of thing. But Yuso, I've proven it every time. The crabs are easy to take out, and you'll be very frustrated if you have a crab on your team. It will, you'll be crabby. And you also will reach a point where these are all maxed out.
Mech warrior training complete.
And then you're going to be tempted,
Yes,
well,
Commander.
hey, maybe I should, you know,
Training confirmed, Commander.
train these other pilots.
Commander.
And then you'll take them into a mission,
Training complete.
and then you'll start getting your butt kicked because these other pilots don't have good skills.
Mech warrior training.
And you'll be like, I don't ever want to do that again. But if you can get a nice two skull mission, you know, maybe it'll make it challenging. I promise you. So here we go. We go to the store. You can see we got 4 mechs to sell. The blackjack's not even 400. But we do have 2 of them. Even the crab couldn't make a 500,000. But between the 3 of those, we did make close to 1,000,000. And here you can see we have 17 large lasers. 243,000. I'll take it. 25 plain medium, or 23 medium lasers. Sell, sell, sell. It's like a stock market. Whoops. And like some of them, it looks like you're selling a lot, but at the end of the day, I mean, that's at least a decent amount of money. Here you got 35 heat sinks. They're decent money. You don't necessarily need 47. So I can say, okay, I'm going to save 7 of them. Right? I'd sell 40 of them. I mean, it's only 80 grand. $37 grand. But there you go. I sold as much as I could. We're up to 8 million.
That work order you submitted?
8 days until Behemoth is back. We'll wait. Oh. Okay, so we made these upgrades. These are the morale upgrades. So we'll go ahead and do the best one. Get back into contracts. This is a nice 3-star one against the Tarians. What are we doing again? Looks like we're aiding some other mechs. I'm gonna see. It's only 3. Like, this is not as good as like the 5/23. Okay.
Command
One thing I like about the campaign missions, I mean, they pay 2 million, and you get to keep 4 items.
Who fights over a place like this?
No kidding. We don't really have much choices. We could try to go through this little strip, or we go straight.
Position confirmed.
Acknowledged.
On the move.
Incoming bandit.
And I know I hype up those black markets so much, but I'm telling you, once we get black market access, 10 million is so easy to spend. You can spend 10 million easy peasy.
Location confirmed.
Well, we're gonna get another cataphract.
Confirmed.
Ready for orders. Roger. Engaging.
Standing by. Moving to position. Acknowledge.
Let's go.
That was a lot of damage.
Reporting major armor loss.
What's up, boss? On my way. Locking in all weapons.
Confirm breach. Internal damage.
Orders.
That's why I shot my rockets at the other guy.
Kill.
Good to go.
Alright, so there's a dragon with a boatload of evasion. This one, of course. Fine, we'll go this way.
Firing. All weapons.
All weapons committed.
They are nice and armored.
Good to go. Firing all weapons.
Barely hit, Commander.
Ready for orders.
We'll do the coolant vent.
Move order received. I think I hit something good.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Standing by.
All weapons committed.
oh, head destroyed.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yes, Commander. Roger that.
Dragon versus dragon.
Giving him everything I've got.
Commander? Reporting critical hit.
Left arm gone.
Receiving you.
Oh, they're coming in to try to attack me.
Gone for physical attack.
Right arm gone.
Orders. Roger.
Knock him down.
All weapons
And done.
enemy mech destroyed.
We made that look easy.
Mission successful.
And then we'll do a two skull one, and they'll make our lives miserable. Alright, so we got our 90 grand. Yeah, all three pieces of the cataphract are available. We already have 2 of 3. But let's just grab all 3 of them. Let's make sure there's nothing. There's some nice-ish. Like, even getting these are nice, but let's hope we get some more. Oh, look at that. We got it all. We got all the mech pieces. That was a good haul. Especially considering we only got paid peanuts.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Alright, so now this is where it gets tough. Because we have our melee guy. She clearly, I mean, you could see how well she does. But this Thunderbolt, our energy good, we can We can stop sending in the heat management problems, because that's what they are. We're constantly dealing with heat management issues, right? We now have a second one of these, and we can load it up with energy, right? We can go back to the cataphract, actually, like we had before. So it'd be this one. I mean, this actually hasn't been a bad mech at all. We could go back to this one. I don't have the 7-pound doohickey anymore. You know, the bubble. So 880 armor. I don't know how much that one had. Or we could just sell the sucker and get lots and lots of money. I'm torn, because I actually think the cataphract worked really well. You can see the movement is slower though. The Thunderbolt, I think, actually does have... It has 1 bar better heat efficiency. The movement is actually just as bad. It's 65 tons instead of 70. I mean, it's not... They're really not that different from each other. And yeah, we could put... like we did before with the UAC... Let's send them to the... This one is just clearly better. Look at the movement on that sucker. 1. That is true. We move so slow. I think he's just basically going to just go light you up. And then have heat management issues the entire game. Even if it says he has... Like, look at this. A frightening trio of PPCs. That is true. Man. It's not a bad one, that's for sure. It is your ultimate energy mech. The Atlas. Or the Awesome, I mean. I mean, maybe the King Crab. You could do some good energy on the King Crab. King Crabs aren't bad either. And look at that. 686. It's a nice mech. Did we sell it yet? I'm going to say no. But I will be right back. Okay. I'm going to hold off on selling. But it is there and it's ready. I mean, oh, by the way, if you move it into the scrap like that, and then you decide you want it back, it's going to take like, I don't know, 3 to 5 days. Because your tech has to reassemble the mech. So it's not an instantaneous, you know, you just get it right back. So be careful. Okay. That's another one. Look at that. $1 million. 2.5 stars. Oops. We're not ready. We are not ready.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Is this one going to have a lot of bonuses? We're going to find a Scout Lance. Then there's going to be reinforcements. I mean, do we need more money? On some spirit, we do. Just because I know what's coming. But in another spirit, we don't. And if I get more mechs like the Cataphract, they're 700 grand each. So we could easily make that $1 million. Sure.
initiated.
Ooh, purple haze.
Good to go, Commander.
Badlands, huh?
On my way.
Heading out.
Moving out.
Got it. Reporting enemy contact.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Ready for orders. Moving to position. Copy that.
Okay, so we got a light right in front of me.
Commander.
It's not even gonna be able to attack anybody. Shadowhawk down there.
Full throttle.
Ready for orders. Affirmative. Firing.
Hell yeah.
Good to go. Roger. Firing full salvo. Target's taken a critical hit. I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Orders.
Orders.
Okay, I can melee him for sure. Nobody else.
Aye,
A little
aye.
bit of overkill.
Target neutralized.
Receiving you.
Should be able to melee him next. Then there's another one down there. So I'm gonna move in
Copy that.
and just go straight for the catapult. I don't think we've built one yet, a catapult.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Barely hit, Commander.
Reserving action.
Somebody's behind us. Wow.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Another one behind us. Color me intrigued. Another one behind us.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
They must be very far away.
What do you need?
Anyways, we're gonna melee this guy.
Engaging.
Aye, aye.
Also gonna melee just to get some of the
Way into it.
heat back.
Engaging physical attack. Enemy mech destroyed.
Commander?
I don't know where they are, but at minimum I gotta not have my back facing them, so let's come up to here and turn around.
Got a lock.
Oh, so that's a crab.
Holding for tactical advantage.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
I wonder who's shooting. Like, it's from really far away, whatever it is.
Damage minor, Commander.
Standing by.
Moving out.
Waiting for orders. Move into position.
All units committed. Enemy mech critical damage
Waiting
detected.
for orders. I copy. Copy that.
I don't know how that thing survived. It has like every single part destroyed except for the center torso.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
Now the left leg's destroyed.
Solid connection on that one.
Jeez Louise.
Warning. Armor low. Warning. Armor low.
Come on. Warning. Armor low.
Warning. Armor breached.
Yep.
Internal damage.
Yeah, I gotta get him out of the way. I'm gonna kill this guy so they can stop seeing us.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Good to go.
Just gonna do this to... And we're at a point where you don't even have contact anymore. So... Is that a way to get down? Or do I have to go all the way around?
On my way.
On the move.
So there's one of them.
Orders.
A Vindicator, a Shadowhawk, another Vindicator. And a hunchback.
Reporting critical hit. Ready for orders.
Alright, so I can get down. Not enough to actually hit him, but I can get down. I'm gonna wait. I have a lot of evasion right now.
Yes, Commander.
Maybe do that one.
Location confirmed. That's a kill.
Standing by.
Oh, I'm up on the ledge. I'm not down.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech.
We
Critical
took off
damage
both of his
detected.
arms.
Commander.
That was a little glorious.
Acknowledged. That hit something good.
It did. Hardly anything of him left.
They've got a sensor lock on me. Firing all weapons. We can salvage that.
Yeah.
Good to go.
This guy's gonna be
Roger that.
toast. One hit. That's so glorious.
Mech destroyed.
Yeah. Got it.
See that little heating vent thing? It's really nice. It comes in handy.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
It's just typical hunchback. It does pack a punch. I think that's probably what was hurting me, but punch or not, they go down easy. Yeah,
Ready for orders.
ECM locked me when there's nobody left
Coordinates.
in your party. That's the way to do it.
Affirmative.
Boom.
I hope we can.
That's it.
Mission successful.
Okay. Lots and lots of stuff to grab. Small laser plus plus, so extra 10 damage is actually really good. If you ever see the heatsink Ds, they're worth it. The thing is do I want a small laser plus plus when there's all these mechs? Like we can get a catapult. I must have made one. I mean, how do I have 0 catapults? Get some Shadowhawks. You can see we have a lot of 2 out of 3s. So I can make some mechs if I was really hard up on money. I know we made a crab recently. Let's get a Shadowhawk. I can get another Shadowhawk. There's a lot of those. Or I can go grab that small laser plus plus. I mean, 10 extra damage is good. I mean, 20 versus 30, right? I've been using the MGs with my current one. Oh. Alright, so we did get some nice... Oh, we got it anyways. Yes! Very nice.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander. That mech you wanted is back online. That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
So there you go. We got 3 different mechs. Shadowhawk. I mean, in the beginning game it was nice, but it's trash now. That one we gotta repair. So we got another Shadowhawk. And then the Hunchback. Look at that baby. 8 energy. I mean, it really is interesting. And it's all in the right torso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are in the right torso. So if you put like a PPC on them, it's going to take up all the slots. But there is, the left arm has a slot. And the right arm. So you could have PPC, PPC, and then the thing is at 50 tons, it's not going to be able to hold all that. So here we go, 481 for the Hunchback. That was a good sell. And those Shadowhawks are excellent money. Look at that, 500,000. There you go, we got 1,000,004 from that. See, we took MG. We didn't take any of the small lasers. I mean, I could get rid of one of these MGs and replace it with that laser. I don't think I want to, though. This is a well-designed mech right now. That dragon is serving us well.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Alright, the only thing going through my head right now is if I start doing like a 2... like this one, I would send in new people. So for example, we got mechs that are just sitting in the wings, and all these guys suck, by the way. So I have my 4, but here's 1, 2, 3.
I hear ya.
We have basically we have 4 backups. We have 2 full teams. Now the game lets you have up to 16 right now, and then when I finish this thing, I'll be able to have up to 24. I would tell you, yeah, fill it up, but you got to pay their salaries, and then your monthly expenses are gonna they're gonna like double. It's not worth it. So that's why I run a lean team. However, if one of your people dies, and I've been saves coming, but if you play this where your people are going to be dying, or you get a little bit more Iron Man mode, you do need the larger team, and you need them to be gaining those experience points, because you never know. So all I'm getting at now is I think I need to run some backups if we start to do easier missions, because I am like I got the skills I want on the guys I have, and it would be nice if my backups had those skills as well. So that way, because like right now I'm like, hey, no, we're waiting until so and so heals, just because I can't do a 3 or 4 skull mission with a backup. I think both of these are pirates. They are. So we can do this one. It's a 3-star. Mector, if I remember correctly, has a black market. Tag team. Yeah, let's do that. Sure, let's do that.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
We're turtling a little bit, and it is annoying, I know, but if we do this next mission, we're getting an assault mech. It's usually an Atlas. Like, we always get the Dragon, heavy mech, and then the assault mech we always get is an Atlas. And I am annoyed we haven't found the black market yet. Happy birthday. That was not the pop-up I wanted. Archer, awesome. Is this where we just were? It might be. Another couple MG++s. Here we go. Comm system. Here's something new. Heat banks. So plus 10 max heat, plus 5 overheat threshold. So it doesn't it just lets you absorb more heat. It doesn't let you dissipate heat. So it just means that you go longer before you hit your heat max. And it does cost 1 ton and 2 slots, but it's not bad. They are nice. Do I want to buy one? I don't know. The other thing is the headquarters. If you have a faction headquarters, there is a special faction shop. And when you're playing the campaign, it does sort of suck because this is restricted. You can't go into, but wherever their faction headquarters is, I think it does tell you. There's an awesome shop that you can go to. But nonetheless, we are here doing the campaign. And yeah, let's launch a contract. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to... We're going to get Archangel out, and he will go into Thunderbolt because he has the heat management. This one, Glitch, has the sensor lock and the breaching shot, so that's going to go on the Cataphract. So Glitch is like the YouTube replacement. Jet is the Archer replacement, and then Tailgate is even across the board, and we'll put him as the... These guys aren't nearly as good. But the idea here is let's get them some experience, help them to level up, grab some more skills, so that way they can be better backups. The one that's really going to be hurting is the Dragon, because he doesn't have all the plus melee stuff like Behemoth has. Some of them do have the skills, like the breaching shot will help with the UAC-20, and then the other person already has the heat management, so they're not too far off the mark. Alright, here we go.
Command interface initiated.
And yes, we get Agamemnon again. No different than before. We got... Ooh, look at that, a king crab. Look at that bad boy. And we're going to get a second... You know darn well we're going to get flanked. They always end up flanking us.
On my way.
Coordinates received.
Moving to position.
If we get in the water, it helps us with heat management. But no, we'll walk into the trap.
Time to earn our money.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Flee.
Report minimal damage. Will be done.
Right, I don't remember who's who.
How's it going? Copy that. Roger that.
Well, at least against... I mean, that's just a flea, but still. Against the light mech,
Got it.
our backup is still pretty good. It just shows that the mech and the equipment is awesome. That's our king crab helping us out there. Sorry, I'm rubbing my glasses with my shirt, and my mouse is moving the camera.
Standing by.
Alright, so we have a light mech, Vulcan.
See how you like this. Cobra strike.
Good to go. Moving out. Want some more, huh?
Order.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Tangle down. Alright. Hit him hard now.
It got a sensor lock on me.
There's the reinforcements.
What can I do for you?
Orders? Location confirmed.
Jeez. He's doing just fine.
I'm receiving you. I'm walking here. Engaging. That hit something good.
Waiting for orders. Got it. Going toe to toe. Bang! You're dead!
Yes, command. Coordinates received.
There's a rifleman. We keep talking about those dang things. This guy's gonna be hard to keep alive.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so if they are targeting, it is always best to shoot from above. So I'm gonna sprint
Acknowledge.
and get the high ground. The thing that Anakin doesn't pay enough attention to.
Good to go.
Waiting on you, Commander. Sprinting!
Waiting for orders. On the move. All right.
Well, that was a lot of damage on that hunchback.
Ready for orders.
Alright, not enough to... Holy crap, that guy's up near us? Yeah, he is.
Roger. Let's see how you like this. I'm ready. On my way.
I hear ya. And stay down.
Wow. We got a full rifleman there.
Good to go. Heading out.
It's not necessarily what I wanted to do, but there was only a 5% on the other one. Yeah, they got him. All that's left is the... Well, no, there's a Vulcan somewhere. Right, that was a dumb move.
I'm here. Locked on for physical attack.
That's so funny.
Tango down. I'm your spaniel. Reporting critical hit.
Good to go. Uh-huh. Firing everything I've got. There's more where that came from.
Yeah. Hostile removed.
Mission successful.
That was really easy. But yeah, a great mission to get some experience for the noobs. Get a catapult. There it is, rifleman. Rifleman. LRM 20 with 2 damage. Gotta do that one. That's 6 damage a missile. That is huge, times 20 missiles.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Known for its terrible armor.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Alright, so why is this guy so interesting? That -2 recoil penalty for the UAC means that you can shoot the UAC and then, you know, you get a, what is it, a -7 to your next attack. Well, this reduces it by 2. And then my pilot has the ability to reduce it by 2 more. So now I'm only getting a -3 if I just shoot again and again and again. And it just means that you're going to have a better shot at, you know, repeatedly shooting that ballistic weapon. It does let you equip 2 of them. But the best thing, of course, is to just have 1. And since it is a 60-ton mech, which is not bad. I mean, you look at the Cataphracts, that's 70. The Dragon's a 60. I mean, this is one of the heavier mechs, even though it's poorly armored. You can put a lot of weight on this thing. It's good. That's all I'm trying to say. Is like that rangefinder suite is what makes it. It's no different than like the what the Archer does for us. You know, we have the missilery suite, right? This one just makes it the ideal ballistic shooter. Now, I just happen to be happy with this. My rangefinder is not as good. Let's look. Yeah, it just gives me distance viewing. It doesn't, I mean, it's what I've been waiting for. It really is. And it truly was an upgrade to the Blackjack. Now, is it an upgrade from this? I don't know. I mean, the sweet is sweet, pun intended. Alright, well, I am for sure selling that piece of garbage. Then we're going to refit our Archer. Here you can see we have two LRM-20s. And see, that does 4 damage times 20. I'm going to take that out, and now we're going to do 6 damage times 20. And the firepower just went up. That's an amazing upgrade there.
Long and note. Shouldn't be too hard.
So if I strip the equipment, max out the armor, I'm at 39. I don't think I have another UAC. But like if I put an AC-20 on there, that already puts me to 53. I mean, it doesn't take much, right? The UAC I think is even heavier. And then I have to put ammo, right? You know, you'll basically get there. We can do the LB-20X. But the problem is, I don't think that these have recoil. Yeah, it does. And then there's room for another LB-20X over here, but you're going to run into issues like this. Like, you know, 66. See, too heavy. You know, I can put it an AC-10, and I still got to load it up with ammo, all that jazz. So, I don't know. I like the idea of the rifleman, and trust me, when it's the first thing you unlock, you take it, and you run with it, and a UAC-20 on that thing is good. But I'm going to go ahead and sell him. I know that sounds insane. I wanted him so bad. I think we even spent money for pieces of him. Get 337, 522. I don't know why I'm holding on to that, but I like the idea. So we have 3 days. What do the contracts look like here? Escaping spy, you have to have fast mechs, because you gotta basically find the mech that's running away and kill him before he runs away. And that's against the pirates, which is doubly bad. This one's a really tough mission. So we captured a stronghold, and then they want us to capture all the mechs that are left. That could be a tough battle. That's against Turians, so I'm all down for that. They already loathe me. And then Contagion. That's pirates. We'll do the one more mission. Then we'll go... We'll turtle one more time. But yes, our mech warriors, I forgot to do this. So Archangel, of course, you can see he got some experience, right? Not enough to max this out, but you also want this to be better as well. So, and, you know, at least get the 4s across the board.
Training complete.
Who was the next one? Glitch.
Good to go.
That's our YouTuber replacement. So we want him to possibly have that, or her. Oh, this will help with recoil, I believe. Or no, it's this one that helps with recoil. But anyways, that's good.
Training complete.
What's up, Commander?
Jet is the Decker replacement. So you want him to have good indirect fire, sure.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And then tailgate.
Yes, Commander.
We need tailgate to do this.
Training complete.
So yeah, one mission's not gonna level him up to the max, but it is getting me to the point where, you know, if one of our guys gets injured, I'm gonna be happy with a backup. Oh, we got it all good to go. It was this one. I'm gonna go all in on the mechs. Although that looks like a nice number. Still gonna go all in on the mechs. We're gonna get rid of all of our old guys. We need our top dogs on this one. Behemoth, Decker, Medusa.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, well. The cool thing is, well, see, that's not enough water.
Got it.
Picked up a blip.
Location confirmed. They've got a lock on me.
It always feels like someone's got a lock on me.
Receiving you. Firing all weapons. Yep.
Heading out. Roger that. Light damage, Commander.
Waiting for orders. Position confirmed. Ladder ready.
detected. Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
Waiting for orders. Confirmed. Enemy down.
Commander.
That was easy enough.
Might be some good salvage there.
Standing by. Move into position. Affirmative.
45%, huh?
All weapons
And
committed.
we hit him twice. That was excellent.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
That's a light.
Good to go. Got it. That hit something good. Aye, aye.
Putting my weight into it. One less target.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Commander.
I just want to...
I've got a sensor lock.
So we got a third group.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
Huh.
Damage minimal.
Well, he's the one that they spotted. So we might as well move him. %, 30%. Let's just get some heat back.
Orders. On my way. Locking in. All weapons systems.
Ready for orders. Aye, aye. Giving him everything I've got. Reporting critical hit.
What's up, boss? Coordinates received. Hostile removed. Standing by. Here it comes. Reporting critical hit.
Two enforcers, huh? Those are both middleweights is the word I'm looking for.
Ready for orders.
Roger that. Hostile eliminated.
Receiving you.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech. Critical damage
Yes,
detected.
Commander. Location confirmed. Got it.
That was good damage.
Scored a critical hit. Commander? On my way. Giving him everything I've got. Tango down. Roger that. What do you need?
Copy that. On for physical attack. Target's taking a critical hit.
Yeah? Move order received. Locked on for physical attack.
How much ammo do I have? I have 22. It's plenty. And I missed. What jerks?
Barely hit.
Roger that. Standing by. Good to go. Ooh. I hope we can salvage that.
Standing by.
Alright, so we have a 55, a 40. It's all mediums.
Acknowledged. Inflicted some heavy damage.
Ready for orders. Roger. Target eliminated.
I got injured. Always end up getting injured.
All weapons committed.
Ooh, a headshot.
Enemy magnet
We just got ourselves a full Wolverine there.
What do you need?
Affirmative. Reporting critical hit.
Good to go. Copy that.
That's one of their jump bonuses.
Light damage. Holding firm. Orders? Targeting for help. That's a kill.
Good to go. Roger that.
How awesome is that?
Hostile.
Alright.
Mission successful.
Well done. We're gonna get a whole Wolverine. I'm not sure I care about Wolverine, but I have no doubt they sell well. 123 grand. Took a 12-day injury. Lots of mechs. Holy buckets. 65-ton Thunderbolt. Wolverine. And a Wolverine. That's a nice large laser right there. Ugh. I don't use large lasers, but if I did, that's like a perfect one. Oh, look how nice those are. I just don't know if I'm willing to give up the... I just hope RNG will pick them up. Look at that right there. 40 melee. Not melee damage, stability damage. So what this does is this knocks them down a lot easier. Not quite as good as the actual damage ones. Alright, let's hope I pick up some of those nice ones. I picked up a lot of mech torsos. I got none of them. It's okay.
That mech you wanted is back online. That mech is ready to fight, Commander. That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Okay, let's do the mech warriors first.
Orders.
Mech warrior training complete.
Receiving you.
Training complete.
Commander.
Training confirmed, Commander.
We're almost maxed out. Holy crap, 2 upgrades.
Mech warrior training complete.
So Wolverine, really nice. 55 ton, 2 ballistics. Looking at 3. I mean, it's not a bad mech at all. But we're selling it. we go. We still got our million out of the deal. And I still have that to sell. I'm so tempted. Alright, so while we're healing, we will go to our grave robbing mission.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
I've got the financial report.
So this has gone up. A lot of it is because, you know, we're getting little bits and pieces from all of our upgrades, right? So it's making the operating costs go up. And then our salaries slightly went up. But yeah, as soon as you start hiring a bunch of people, it gets even worse.
That work order's complete, boss.
Right.
Top-notch work, if I may say so.
So we just did a big 2,200,000 update. It unlocked a lot of things. This one, the cap is 20,000 right now. This will give them 50 experience a day and cap at 30,000. This, of course, 2.2 million. 2.2 million gives us 2 medical points, but then we can get even better, but that's 2.7 million. And then we have an arcade and a low G pool. So a lot of stuff here. Let's go with the training module.
It'll take a bit,
Free
but we'll get
experience
it done.
is the best. So when you're an officer, you never beat your people. Man, they're jumping so much.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
We must be traveling all the way across the system. Oh, look at that. We are. So we started here. Yeah, we're going really far. I didn't even pay attention to that. Good thing it's being paid for. All we have to do is pay our monthly fees. Okay, there's no store. Well, if that's the case, then let's just rock and roll. There's 5 supply ships. Say nothing. Okay, so she is coming with us. Oh, and that makes us sit one out. That's what makes this so hard. It's polar, so our heat management's probably going to be okay. But with that being said, of the four, which one's my weakest one? It would probably be my laser guy. So we're going to take out Medusa, put the archer back in. Now, there is one exception here. If this is the mission I think it is, we have to run. Like, fast. The missiles are just... they're almost too good to pass up. I mean, they just obliterate everything they hit. Not to say that the lasers don't either, but the missiles are really good. She's actually our weak link. I was hoping she'd be a fifth mech. I don't remember her taking a slot, but maybe that's why this mission has always been so challenging. And yes, it's her. Keeping her alive is the challenge. We're only keeping 3 pieces of salvage? Come on.
Command interface initiated.
We have to open these doors. There's going to be turrets here. And no, there's no turret generators to destroy, or maybe there is. And then there's going to be like a whole slew of mechs coming from over here. It's annoying.
Roger that.
Okay, the standard approach isn't working. I'm inputting a valid ID, but for some reason the door won't budge. I think I found a workaround, though. It'll just be another moment.
I'll do what you ask.
Move order received.
We're taking the long way there.
Be careful of those things. They're armed to the teeth and coming in fast. And there's probably more where they came from.
Yeah, so we have to destroy these drones. And we're not even in a round where we can attack them yet.
Position confirmed.
Got it. I'm listening. Another enemy casualty.
Receiving you. Sensors locked on.
up, boss? Roger that.
I keep forgetting to shut off those weapons when I don't need them.
Engaging physical attack.
For the Oregon people.
Enemy unit destroyed.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
So there's 6 of them total.
Standing by.
You have my attention. Confirmed.
Commander,
Ready for orders. Acknowledged.
That's one way to get there.
yes, Commander. I copy. Reporting. Enemy vehicle.
Full throttle.
Standing by. Taking a shot.
Ready for orders. Acknowledged.
One more.
One more for the trash heap.
Good to go. Orders.
I couldn't attack it if I couldn't see it.
Locked on for physical attack. One more for trash.
So we do have to get to that entrance. And yeah, I mean, just one hit. And all those dang things are shooting at us. There's more drones.
Damage minimal.
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting pounded. I haven't even had a chance to move yet.
Structural damage. My mech is losing internal structure.
Alright, let's save it, because we did the first part almost perfectly. I can't even run.
I'm moving out. Engage with hostile.
That's weak.
Standing by.
We got 1, 2, 3. Ay, ay, ay. I can't even turn.
On my way.
At least destroy one of those jerks.
Vehicle trashed.
Standing by. Acknowledged. Let's see how you like this.
Not enough.
All weapons committed.
Wow.
Damage minimal.
I'm showing minor damage.
That hurt.
Warning. Armor low.
I'm being flanked. Reporting heavy damage.
Tell me what you need. Sounds good. I'm moving. I'm on it.
It's about time.
Target destroyed.
Ready for orders.
So this is where it gets interesting. I got these guys behind me.
Roger that. I copy.
And I didn't even... Oh, man.
Receiving you. All weapons low. One less turret.
Target destroyed.
I'm taking internal damage.
You have my attention.
Waiting for orders. Firing full complement on enemy. Reporting. Enemy vehicle.
Commander. Position confirmed. Affirmative.
That's what we wanted right there.
Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Ah.
Yes, I hear you. Affirmative. Do what you ask.
Commander.
More. That's a death trap staying back there. Yeah, we gotta get it to the entrance
Light
here.
damage. Holding firm. On the move. Full speed.
All weapons committed.
We've lost contact again. Keep yourselves alive. I'll call out new contacts as I see them.
System.
With 4 rounds, we have to survive. So only one of us needed to go in that circle. I could have done that a long time ago. Dang it.
Heads up! You got more of those little bastards coming in from the vents in the rock.
Confirmed. Targeting ground. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Reading you loud and clear. Waiting for orders. Heading out.
Full throttle.
I'm listening.
There's another one over there.
Confirmed.
Orders. Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
All weapons committed. Enemy unit destroyed.
Yes, Commander. Moving to position. I'm taking heavy damage.
Jeez Louise.
Ha! Got it! Samire, broadcast this now.
On it.
Copy that.
Good to go. Understood. Moving fast.
Standing by. Roger that.
All weapons committed. Enemy unit destroyed. Mission successful.
Thing is this is like a continuation one. We're not going to get the rest. So now we're going to come out the other side with just all the damage we already have, I think. See, and all we did was damage vehicles. But, that's not a bad one either. Let's see what else we got. Some of these are nice. There's a nice one. It was a crappy salvage. I mean, the only thing nice about that was getting 2 million. But I'm pretty sure. So we come out the north entrance. We're going to have the Atlas. See all these beautiful mechs. And they're going to destroy the facility.
Attention, forces of the Urano Restoration. I am Commodore Samuel Ostegard of the Concord Navy. You are surrounded by a battalion of the Taurian Concordate's most decorated mech warriors. On behalf of our allies in the Aurigan Directorate, I demand your immediate and unconditional surrender. But I know you won't stand down, Lady Urano. You're the Sword of Restoration. You have a reputation to uphold. And that's good. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm going to enjoy painting the ice red with your blood.
This is a challenging... I know I've said this before, but they're challenging missions. I mean, they all seem to have like a gimmick to them. The most challenging so far in this playthrough was the one where you had the escaping trucks. Survive the attack. Proceed to there for extraction, and she must survive. It's another 1,000,007. This time there really will be salvage.
Command interface initiated.
So we gotta get to here.
Just a heads up. When we get to a safe distance, I'm gonna set off a little surprise I left behind for our Orient friends.
Surprise?
Yeah, he's gonna blow up the base.
See, trust me. You're gonna love it.
So we got all these little itty bitty mechs in our business. We have a Black Knight with Kanaloa.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
We've got company.
None of these are our people. That's what I remember being the issue here.
Ready for order.
So Reynard is in a Griffin, and we have 4 light mechs tearing us apart here. There's another one down there. So we have to choose. Are we going to... Like, the light mechs are going to keep up with us. So what I could do is I could... You know, we could try to melee them. I don't know what kind of skills Reynard has. I mean, you can tell here he's got some upgrades. He has breaching shot.
Position confirmed.
And he's completely whiffing. Not good.
No joy.
I should have saved it first. And then we have more and more. And they're going after our Black Knight.
Taking heavy hits, Commander. Aye, aye. Reporting negative damage.
Indirect fire.
Reading you loud and clear.
So she's in an Atlas too.
Going hand to hand. Inflicting heavy damage. Yeah?
And this one's in a Highlander. With a Gauss rifle.
Heading out. Targeting for physical attack. How'd that taste? That's all you got?
I'm under heavy fire.
Ah! You bastard! Ah!
Receiving you. Coordinates received. Go ahead.
That pulse laser is amazing. Huge upgrade to have pulse lasers.
You have my attention. You chose the wrong side. Aye, aye.
I swear to you, if I in all my previous playthroughs, I just made a run for it. This is the first time I'm actually fighting it out. But this is also the first time I've been trying melee attacks instead of, like, in the past I was trying to shoot them. And shooting them is,
Minimal damage.
I mean, these are little light mechs, they're like gnats. They're really hard to hit.
Commander? That's a kill.
That's back armor. Not good.
Standing by.
So this is where it's getting interesting. I'm at a point now where fighting my way out actually might be the better.
Confirmed. Solid connection on that one.
These indirect fire things are only happening because somebody up here is alive and can see me. And
Standing by.
the Atlas is...
Standing by.
I mean, let's face it. See, my weapons don't shoot that far.
Copy that.
And just like that.
Mech destroyed. Yes, I hear you.
That was actually pretty good.
I'll make it happen. I've got a sensor lock.
Another dang light mech. At some point, I do need to run down there. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 mechs in the way.
Standing by.
But now we got ourselves... They're no longer flanking us. We got ourselves a brick wall of mechs here. I should save this. I do remember this being really challenging, so...
Waiting for orders. Move order received.
Tell me what you need. Let's move. Here we go.
I can't believe he survived that.
Got past the armor. I'm listening.
SRM-6, LRM-10, AC-5, and an MG. That was a little bit overkill, but that's alright.
Enemy
He needed to go.
vehicles down.
I am low on armor.
Internal. How's it going? Here comes the show.
I got rid of an arm.
Reporting critical hit.
Yeah, don't need him dying.
Yes, Commander. Affirmative. One more for the trashy.
Reading you loud and clear. I'll make it happen. Reporting a critical strike. I'm here. Aye, aye. Engaging target. Scored a critical hit.
Systems holding. Hey there. Now let's see how you hit. Solid connection on that one. Internal structure damage. The bad kind. Commander.
The heat management on this one is so nice.
Mech destroyed.
Standing by. Neutralizing threat. Hostile unit down. Aye, aye.
Never took them all down like this before. Can't hit him.
On my way. Copy that.
Hopefully,
Got past the armor.
still did a lot of damage to him. That Black Knight is in trouble.
Okay, that hurt. Waiting for orders.
Alright, I'm gonna start moving up.
Move order received. Roger that. Think I hit something good. Receiving you. Moving out. Copy that. Tango down.
Tell me what you need.
Yeah, there's no contact, so we're all running now. I can't believe this. This is the first time I ever played this mission this way. That is insanity.
Confirmed.
I told you you would die here. Say goodbye to your ride home.
Oh, shit. Incoming!
Alright, so
Run, Lady Arano. Run as far as you can. I will find you all the same.
we gotta get to here, it looks like.
Location confirmed.
And there's more enemies.
Position confirmed.
Position confirmed.
On the move.
My forces are closing in on you, Lady Arano. Your time is running out.
So this is a big artillery. Don't go in there. Oh, I'm gonna reserve.
Waiting for the right move. Yes, I hear you. Copy that. Scored a critical hit. You have my attention. Affirmative. Damage minimal.
Orders.
That's what makes it more crazy. So, with all those light mechs there, I would have run down here, find out that the thing was blowing up, and then have to run this way. And I think what I ultimately ended up doing is I sent my fastest mech, whoever runs the fastest, down to here. And then everybody else just ran this way. So they were already like over here by the time that thing blew up.
Roger. Full speed.
What's up, boss? On the move.
Yep, there's another one. Gotta get out of there. 2 rounds.
Need something, Chief?
Now the artillery does kill them if we can somehow get them to fall in the area, but that's not always the case. It's nice to get as many of them to go.
I'm listening.
That's what we like to see. Kill as many of them as you can.
If you had any sense, you'd retreat.
I don't know what he just shot, but it didn't.
Standing by.
Lady Arano, we've got incoming assault mechs.
Just another obstacle to overcome. For the restoration.
Ooh, a battle master. Zeus, yeah, those are assault mechs. For sure.
All weapons, fire.
You can tell that. Look at that assault mech did to us.
Standing by.
Now this guy, I gotta be really careful because he doesn't have a lot of armor on him.
Affirmative. Locking on target. Yes, Commander. Moving out. Let's do this.
I will rain fire on your lance and smile as it burns.
Of course, they go after the Black Knight.
Hey, I'm getting my ass kicked here.
The RNG on the Black Knight is getting problematic. The Griffin is full health, so I'm gonna
On my way.
make him a sacrificial lamb a bit here. There's an awesome back there. Now this is where we really do need to focus. Focus them down. We got one guy there. That one is probably the most damaged. See, his PPC is out. So he really doesn't have a lot to hit us with. He does. So,
Copy that.
yeah, so we're going to take him down.
Mech destroyed.
They're going after the Black Knight. I might have to hide him.
Where's all my armor? Receiving you.
I mean, I have really great weapons to hit him with, but yeah, this is a problem. If I at least move, I get some chevrons. Ooh, I don't know what to do. It's definitely his turn. If I move in closer, I got all these guys that are gonna... You know what? I'm gonna move and hide.
Roger.
He's too close to dying.
Losing lots of armor. Sandy, I'm here.
So he's your next one.
Firing.
Man, I gotta be careful. Look, he's low too now.
Crap, that shot went into... Yes, I hear you. Affirmative.
I would love to like do headshots on these guys to get the full mech. Yeah, the Highlander's in trouble now.
Armor breach. Internal damage. Live
Wow.
damage, holding firm.
Where's the new artillery strike? Alright, I'm gonna save again, even though I am in trouble.
Ready for orders.
I could go melee that guy, but I think I'm gonna go melee him.
Go ahead and run, Lady Kamea. You won't get far. I volunteered for this shit assignment so I can have the pleasure of hunting you down. But when I catch you, I will make you pay for the death of my son.
Internal structure damage.
Yes, Commander.
So that's a little bit of a suicide. I'm gonna wait.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Aye, aye.
Alright, so we know this one's in trouble as well. So I'm gonna back up.
You have my attention.
Alright, what are we doing here? This one, minimal threat. Big threat. Minimal threat. Biggest threat. But I do gotta take these guys down.
Administering justice.
Alright, he's down.
Battletech eliminated. I'm hit.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Weapon system down.
What did I lose? This is definitely going to be the challenge. So the Zeus and the Awesome are the two threats, and the Awesome is awesome. Like, if there's anything I want to headshot and get the full thing of, it's the Awesome. The Battlemaster was okay. And I don't have to, like, rush so much. I could have, like, gone a little slower and maybe hit them from afar. But yeah, I totally forgot that this is the... And I do remember, like, using the artillery, like, the friendly fire, their artillery to kill them.
Command interface initiated.
So I went up and tried to do that, but instead of doing that, I'm just going to stay where I am. Well, the other thing is like, why be crazy? Like, I can get behind them.
Go ahead and run, lady.
But then my back's exposed. But
I volunteered for this
I can do a rear shot on the Zeus.
When I catch you, I will make you pay for the death of my son.
I'm being flanked.
Got something you want done? Locking in coordinates.
So I can take him down, but this guy hasn't stood up yet.
Copy that.
Man, all I did was destroy a heatsink.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Oof.
Internal structure damage. Tell me what you need. You have my attention. Location confirmed.
The Zeus hasn't fired yet.
Copy that.
Oh, man. I know I'm trying to be perfect. I apologize if that annoys you. I just... And you know what? You can always just make a run for it. Because there is that exit zone. You can make a run for it. If all four of them are in the exit zone, you just leave. If I down these, I at least get an opportunity to salvage one of these. These are all assault mechs. But it's hard, because the Black Knight and the Highlander are both in trouble. I mean, I could go back a few saves and maybe not rush in so quickly.
Tell me what you need.
But yeah, like this guy's standing here. I mean, how am I gonna...
Yep. On it. from position.
Oh, head destroyed! Lethal damage! Oh my gosh!
Tango down.
Survive this, please, please, please! No! 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 Oh my gosh! I may want to just let the guy die. That was a Black Knight. I don't know if I get to keep all these mechs. I don't think I do. For whatever reason, I just remember the Atlas. But I have an awesome waiting for me. Oh man. The Black Knight's... I mean, it was okay, but you saw how weak it was. The Zeus did its thing. So what I need to do is I need to flank these guys.
I'm moving out.
And I could probably start... There we go, look at that, another head damage. So more pieces. Very low.
Standing by.
Okay, this guy, the trick to him is to get behind him and keep shooting that juicy core.
I got it.
Somehow I survived it.
Armor breach. Internal damage. You have my attention.
So Atlas doesn't move very fast, as you can see. So I can't quite get behind the Zeus.
Aye, aye.
I could run away, which will keep me alive. Well, I can't run.
On my way. Scored a critical hit. Yes, I hear you. I'm on my way. Discharging weapon.
That was good, that's good.
That hit something important.
Receiving you. Moving to position. Acknowledge.
There we go. That's what we were hoping for right there.
Mech destroyed.
Tell me what you need. Let's move. Targeting for an alpha.
There we go, we got him. Wow, I did lose one.
Acknowledge.
Copy.
Copy that. Roger. Flushing heat.
Mission successful.
Alright, what a mission. We lost our Black Knight. This is probably the third time I'm playing this campaign. Maybe even the fourth. I don't remember what we get to keep. Like I said, I only remembered the Atlas before this mission. Another 1,000,007, so we're rolling in some dough, finally. Never you mind them getting injured. And he actually survived. He's injured for 83 days, but he survived. And the Black Knight survived. It was just cored out. So, it didn't get destroyed. Gotta refit it or repair it. So, that's even better. So he didn't die. And the mech didn't get completely... Anyways, Atlas 2. The Black Knight is the most special one. Highlander and Griffin. Like, Griffin is just a medium mech. The Highlander, as you saw, was really nice. It has that Gauss rifle. The Gauss rifle is like the UAC-20. It's super long range. Here you can see it uses electromagnetic charges. Unlike autocannons, it doesn't suffer recoil. So you get a bonus to your accuracy again and again. And by the way, that little red number 5 is stability. So he does 5 stability damage. Oh, 5 stability damage to yourself. It does 40 stability damage to whatever it hits. The Gauss rifle is pretty cool. The damage of it is 75 though. The UAC is 100 times 2. So it's a really difficult decision on which one to use. I believe the Gauss is also very heavy. And here's what I mean. We only have 4 of them. So I can do awesome, awesome, awesome. Then I have a Battle Master, right? 85. And a Zeus. So it's like, which one do you want? Like, you can see here, the Zeus has... I mean, do I really... I mean, the reason I'm taking this one is because I can build them. So the Zeus only has 1 hardpoint, 1 rocket, and 2 ballistic. So this, if anything, the Zeus, it's only an 80 ton. It would be an upgrade to the Cataphract, which is almost the same weight. It is considered an assault class. It's one of the weaker ones. And then, of course, over here, the Battle Master, you can see that one also has 7 energy weapons. And then what else do we have? I haven't even looked. You got the AC-5, LRM-10. Nope, nope, nope. I'm just amazed that there's no double heat sinks yet. A leg mod. That was rather weak equipment, but that's okay. I mean, we have either the Zeus or the Battle. I'll take the Battle Master. We're going with the rule of the heaviest first. And then we are going to get 18, so let's see what else we get. So we ended up getting an Enforcer. That's it as far as the mechs go. The other ones eluded us. And just a bunch of junk equipment. But here we go. We're starting to get assault mechs now. And maybe that's when we're finally going to get into the black market. Because why do I like the black market so much? Assault mechs are there. And then some of the really most awesome equipment that gives you like plus and stuff like that. Like, so if you want like a UAC 20 plus, the black market tends to have it.
This isn't over, Lady Arano. I will find you. And my son will be avenged. Pray that your uncle's soldiers reach you before I do.
All your son had to do was just Power down, dude. It doesn't matter if he was ordered. Even soldiers surrender. So what you do is you just build a new system. It's not connected to the quote-unquote internet. And then turn that thing back on. We've been fighting Turians this whole time, buddy. Okay, so maybe it was doing weapons and it wasn't a civilian. See, this is where my memory gets rusty, right? I totally forgot how that last mission worked. I knew there was something about that ship that was a little fishy. But it turns out maybe it is military. I mean, why would you protect a civilian ship as hard as they were? So she's given us the Highlander.
That neck you asked for is cleared for fighting. That mech you wanted is back online. That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Okay, so there's no store. Because we're way out here. Former Star League presence. So they're saying there's no contracts here. That would be true. If you're playing career mode, there are contracts there. And look at this. We could go to Regis Roost, but it's going to be a 4 skull mission. Alright. See, we didn't get any of those pilots. They got all the experience points.
Receiving you.
We really didn't.
I hear.
Good to orders.
So no experience points for us. Our mech bay, all those awesome mechs, and we got a crappy enforcer. We got this because we headshot him. Otherwise we wouldn't have had that at all. And that's an 80 ton versus the 65 ton. But look at the movement on that bad boy. 1. So if you take the coil of course does damage based on how many chevrons you produce. With 1 movement you're not producing any. And here's the other thing. Assault mechs are awesome, but when you do those missions where you have to chase people down and you have somebody who moves 1 like this, it's really hard to do. Alright, the archer, so far, well, let me think about this. Yeah, the archer, we want to repair that guy. The dragon has been good to us, but it's a lighter mech. If I can get those same mods on a better mech, I would be better off. But the 5 movement is what makes this a good heavy mech. Like for example, if I wanted to make this one into, well, the hard points matter. He would be a horrible melee mech. This one has 3 hard points. So you could argue that would be a good melee mech. But here's my dilemma. I have this one, which is probably going to be a better energy mech than that one, even though it moves less spaces. And then this guy, I currently have the UAC and all that jazz on him. I may want to move those to the Highlander, who is pretty awesome. It's a 90-ton mech. It's the best one we got. And there's an LRM 20++. Oops. Alright, how do I want to do this? I don't know. I don't know, folks. And I think we're going to have to experiment a bit. Right now, that's our best melee mech. I have a lot of good mechs, and I don't... Like, I'm emotionally attached to them. That's my problem. Like, this one, I'm emotionally attached to him, and I'm realizing I don't need him anymore. And I definitely don't need this one anymore, which I'm okay with. Although the armor on this one was nice. 1200 armor. I mean, that's more than Cataphract had. That's 1200. That's 1400. Yeah, I mean, that's fantastic. Alright, so first thing we got to do is we got to strip down this one. I'm going to send him to storage. Let me think this through. I can't use him to replace the archer. Yeah, I'm sending him to storage. So now I have 2 cataphracts in storage. This one, I don't need to do anything with yet. This one I am also sending to storage, or I think I am. You know what? Let's not be too hasty. We're just gonna strip him for now.
Right. Job's done, Commander.
He has the 3 hard points. Nah, the dragon's better. And then the Highlander, we're also stripping. Here it is. Look at right there. Heatsink D. That's the double heatsink. See the -6?
On it. That work order you submitted is complete.
So the reason I did all that is we got a plain LRM 20 here. And now we got a... It just adds +2 stability damage, but that's still pretty good. So like this one, you could see the stability is 2 times 20, and this one's 4 times 20. So what that means is he's going to knock them down better and quicker. And this, of course, does more damage. This archer is turning into quite the... I mean, that truly is the right class for him. He's a missile boat for sure.
Logged and noted.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too hard.
I don't think we're making any changes to him. No, we're good there. Although... yeah, we might be fine. Let's not mess around with that. Alright, so first up, let's see if this one really will replace that one. And what are we doing about the bubble? All that jazz. So I'm going to strip the equipment on this guy. And the first thing we're going to do is max the armor. So you can see we have 40 tons of something we can put on there. Now, I can give him the bubble. Now, here's the interesting thing. He moves so slow. So the bubble's like, no one's going to be in the bubble. But we could also just move along with him really slow. This guy needs the exchanger. Let's give him the bubble for now. We gotta get to the weapons. And this guy can have 7 energy weapons. For the longest time, we've had this one. We're not gonna we hardly have any movement points. So I'm gonna probably just be doing 35 damage and generating 70 heat. That is not a good heat exchange. Although, this has been a good weapon for us. You can see here that the heat exchange is a lot better for the mediums. And then even the PPCs at 50 damage are better. So we're going to put a PPC here. And another one there. You can see we're getting up there, right? The snub PPC is going to be our third one. Now we're up to 70. And then we're going to round it off with a medium, another medium, and a medium. That puts us to 74. We got 7 of those bad boys. And then we got to go to our equipment. And this is where we got a double heatsink. We got to do our exchangers. Oh, look at that. We're over. Over by 6. We're over by 7. So that means this comes off. Now we're over by 1. That's not so bad, right? We got all these double heat sinks and exchangers in. We adjust our armor. You can see the legs are a little weak. Arms are a tad bit weak. But he's in great shape. Heat efficiency is an Alpha Strike will do 104 heat, but he will sink 66 of it. And look at that, he shuts down at 100. And what I don't know is if these exchangers are being factored in. Oh yeah, they are. Look at that. They are. we want a TTS here. So here's the question. PPCs, PPCs. These are long range. These two PPCs. Those are all medium. Because he moves so slow, you need him to have long range. But that's alright. We're gonna, that's why he's called a heavy sniper. And I may pay the price because that other one, the Gauss cannon, may generate a lot of heat. All right, let's live with this. I could add some more heat sinks, for example. But I'm not going to.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright, so is that an upgrade over him? I think on paper it looks like it is. Now if I go over to him, this is where the decisions get really tough. If I shoot with one and only one weapon, I bypass all of their defenses, right? So if they have the thing that reduces damage by 60%, if I shoot with one and only one weapon, I bypass all of that. This Gauss rifle, as you can see, does 75 damage and only generates 5 heat. So I don't know where all that other heat generation was, like why he needed all the double whatever. Even this generates 20 heat. It's 20 times 6. But right here, that 100 times 2, you've seen how deadly that is, and it doesn't even have any pluses on it. It generates 48 heat, which is not trivial. So we put that in to take up some of the pounds. Obviously, we have 2 Gauss ammo, 8 rounds each. See, this has a minimum of 180 meters. Optimal is 360. Max 660. I mean, it's so attractive. Like, you want to do it. It takes 15 tons. That's also 15 tons. I am noticing 1, 2 rockets. There's 3 hard points on this one. So let's say I did the UAC. I have so many pounds left. One of the things I was actually contemplating, it only has a movement of 1, so it sort of stinks. But I was contemplating doing that because I have so much. And then I don't have to shoot this all the time, right? It's only like when I'm moving. And I only need to shoot one single weapon if I'm trying to bypass entrenchment and all those other things. If I'm fighting a mech that doesn't have entrenchment, then, you know, unload on him. You need this on a fast guy. Like, really, our punchy guy should have it. I just really like the coil L. So, yeah, let's put a Gauss rifle in, and then here you can see there's not enough room. It's one or the other, because they both have to go on the same location. And the LBX-20, same problem. So you're only equipping 1. That blows. So which is it going to be? My experience is that I love this rifle, but it doesn't do enough damage. It does bypass a small amount of armor entirely. That is true. So you get to the gushy core a little better. With you only having one movement, getting behind somebody is going to be really hard. Man, I wanted to, like, bam bam. I want to have both. See, like an AC-20 will fit. And you could argue... So I can actually get a second UAC-20. Of course I can go down like an AC-10 or whatever. I don't... So I can have a Gauss rifle plus, like, you know, a UAC-10 even. I mean, the heat generation on this is worse than the Gauss rifle. Gauss rifle only produces 5 heat. There's no reason not to make sure I have a lot of ammo. But right here, there's 3 energy weapons, or 2 rockets. So if I'm going to load up on something else, I mean, I could. These require you to be up close. But wouldn't that be nice? To have short-range rockets. It's like the best of both worlds, right? You know, you get behind somebody and you blast them with short range. Or I could do LRM-20s. I gotta put... That's too much, but like this is as much damage as the Archer. It's like the Archer with a UAC-20. That's how awesome assault mechs are. And I mean, you look, even the armor is not that much lower. If I put these on, I'm going to deal with heat issues. Problem with them, like these are short range with a movement of 1. I'll do it though. Where it's tough. I feel like I'm wasting space. I could have added some medium lasers. Here we go. I'm shooting 72 and I'm sinking 75. I will probably never shoot these and this together. I don't like it. It's still better than the Cataphract. It has tons more armor. I think I'm overly giddy, and I'm using this for the wrong purpose. Alright, and then you can see we have 28 days of work. But that's fine, we have to travel anyways. There's a 4-star or 4-skull mission. That's where I am. that's where they want me to go. I'm still restricted in going to certain... Oh, look at that. I can now go into Tarian space where everybody's going to hate me. But I can do it. I'm still restricted from going into any of those areas. And then, of course, you got all this nonsense. There's a research world. This is where you get the cool stuff, like the TTSs. So this is the one where, so it's a mech warrior for them, a highly skilled mech warrior. We're basically trying to intercept and take him out before he gets to reinforcements. So it doesn't mean he's necessarily going to be in a good mech, but with four of these, I guarantee you he is. Yeah, of course, we got to do it that way.
Calculating course now, Commander.
I've got the financial report.
Look at that. It's only going to be 5 days of travel. Yeah. We're traveling quicker than we can repair our mechs right now. And there you have it. We have assault mechs, and you see how much slower the repairs go. And there it is. Black market invitation. Cha-ching. 500,000 because we're indifferent with them. 2,000,005 if you were disliked. I would swear I saw a 50 million. Maybe it's because I was hated. If you're liked by them, the 50,000 I got right. I mean, we could have even afforded this, but I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. 500,000 is worth it. Alright, so now we got to do a contract here, but I want to go to a black market. Alright, the store is not available. So I don't know how long we're going to stay here. That was the only... This is the only contract we have here. Alright, I do got to get my mechs back, so let's... Now we have a 4-star mech.
I wrapped up that job last for Commander.
Why does this one have a... Oh, underutilized tonnage. Okay, let's give it a go. So he's an elite mech warrior, which means he's going to have all the skills.
Ready for action.
So there's supporting forces, and then reinforcements. Yeah, we got at least 2 lances we're dealing with here. So we got all that movement points, right? This guy, that's all the better he can do.
Copy that.
If I were planning an ambush, this is where I'd put it.
Yep.
Commander. Confirm. Got it.
Affirmative.
$65, $70. A grasshopper.
I'm showing minor damage.
And another thunderbolt.
I'm under heavy fire.
Ready for orders.
Maybe I have to move closer.
Acknowledged.
Really shocked that it's only 65%. Did you see that I was doing 6 damage with each hit? Ooh.
Receiving you.
Alright, I cannot melee any of them.
Acknowledged. On it.
Can't shoot anybody. This is why maybe the LRMs would be better for him. Since he moves slow, put LRMs on him. And this guy,
Move order received.
it's gonna be the PPCs. Oh look, I can hit with everybody.
Got it. Inflicted some. Let's get this done. They've got a sensor lock on me. Confirmed.
Like, why is this catapult so much harder to take down?
Ready for orders.
We're going in.
Moving to position. Gauging.
I missed? What? These guys really are elite. Okay. Alright, I'm running back behind that rock. See now, like if I shut these off, then I can ignore that. I'm gonna leave them on.
Receiving you. Roger.
I'm showing minor damage.
Orders? I copy.
Standing by. Aye, aye.
I missed again! What on earth is going on? These guys are like uber. You've seen it. We've been taking people down left and right.
Minimal damage on that hit.
I mean, obviously I gotta get back to my roots and just focus on one at a time. But man, oh man.
Warning. Armor low.
Damage minimal.
My heat management's excellent because I'm in the water.
On my way.
We gotta finish you off.
Tango down.
All weapons eliminated. Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
On my way. Giving them everything I've got. Tango
All right,
down.
2 down. We got all these attacks from far away happening.
Waiting for orders. I copy. Targeting for physical attack.
Did I miss again? I missed 3 times in a row?
Commander.
That's crazy.
Warning. Armor low.
My armor's getting ripped off.
Ow! I
Oh,
was hit.
of course.
Reporting
course.
heavy damage.
I will lose that arm soon. I gotta
Not
be
much
careful.
armor left in that location.
I copy.
Hostile on sensor.
I'm gonna have to reload. Because I'm gonna lose that arm.
Ready for orders. Firing full complement on it. Scored a critical hit.
I'm taking internal damage. On the move. Firing full solid connection on that one.
No.
Commander, I'm wounded.
You jerk. You jerk. I got out meleeed. Ah. Alright. I gotta pause. I'll be right back. I just realized I'm 4 hours in, so we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.